Now that I've shown you how to make the bear, let me show you how you're going to draw it on your own. So first of all, you're going to make a new document. You're going to choose File, New, and you're going to call it your first initial last name, and then exercise 3, and then it's going to be a letter-sized 8.5 by 11 document, so I'll click OK. Here's my new blank document. Then I need to place the bear. Remember, you just don't open anything you're going to trace, you have to place it. So I'll choose File, Place. I'll find the bear. His name's Ralph. Hit Place, and there he is. Actually, I could take this and move it over. Okay, I just want him nice and centered on the page. Don't have to scale them or anything like that. When you place, just incidentally, if you choose File, Place, let me try this one more time. Go up here just to the top left-hand corner of the screen and then click, and then it'll be placed proportionately right in the middle of the document window. Now we need to make it a template layer. Let's go to Layer 1. Double click on the right-hand side here to get your layer options. Choose Template. Uncheck dim images because we want to see them at full 100%, and then click OK. Now you're going to recolor the bear using whatever color scheme you want. And what you might want to do is figure out what color you want to use. You can't use brown, so let's just say I wanted to use different shades of orange. If I click here in the orange swatches palette right here on the right hand side, let me make sure that orange is my fill color. So choose fill right here. I just switched the colors, or you can click on the fill icon to bring it forward. So right now I've chosen an orange, but I need lots of different variations of orange. So if I double click on this, I can get the color picker, and I could go in here, choose another shade. I can choose all the different variations of orange in here. Okay, so I'll choose a different one. This is the color, hang on a second, let me just click OK. Drag this, then what I do is I drag this color over here to the right, and I've got another shade of orange. Then I'm going to double click again and choose a different color and drag it over here. So what you can do is, depending on whichever color you choose, you can actually do all your color mixing first, so you have a wide variety of that color so that you can have your different tints and shades or different values. Double click, I'm going to go here and get that really vibrant one. Click here, and so on. So this is a good way for you to mix your colors and have them ready to go when you start drawing your bear. Now, what we need to do in order to draw the bear is I've made my template layer. Now I'm ready to do my drawing. I need to make a new layer, and I think I'm going to start with the ear. So I'm going to double click on the Layer 2 name, and I'm going to call it Ears, and then hit Enter. Then I'm going to get the elliptical tool, and then I'm going to zoom in here so you can see what I'm doing. In this case, I want a black stroke and no fill. I want the black stroke so I can see what I'm doing. So the fill is red. I'm going to choose a fill of none. I'm going to choose my stroke color, and I want a stroke that is black. Okay? Now, all this is a circle. So if I get my ellipse tool and I click and drag over the ear, I can make my ellipse. Now, just a little handy trick for you guys. My mouse button is down. I have never released it. I'm just dragging in and out. Never released my mouse. This circle or ellipse is stuck on the top left-hand corner. And if I press my space bar while my mouse button's down, I can reposition my shape. Okay, so pressing the space bar will lift it up so you can move it. And then when you release the space bar, it will drop it down. Okay, so I've moved it to the right, dropped it down, now it's stuck. Press the space bar, move it to the left. So you can use your space bar to perfectly align your ears. So I've made this first ear. Then I'm going to make the middle part of the ear here, using the space bar to help me align it. And then I'm going to make this third part. So click and drag down, mouse is down the whole time, press the space bar to reposition, and pull that out. Now I've got the three, and I'm trying to get all the different variations of color so I can recolor them differently. So on the outside one, I want it to be the, let's just say the darkest one. Oh, I colored my stroke. I didn't want to do that. I want my stroke to be black. Let me go to the fill color. That's what I want to change. My fill color is going to be the darkest, which is, I'll just do that. And then let me get this middle one, and I'll make that a shade lighter. And I'll get this middle one, and I'll make it even lighter. You know what? I need to mix the color because this one is too dark. There we go. And that's my shade lighter. The last thing I want to do is see on the right hand side on this ear here, there's a stroke around the outside but not on the inside. So I need to take this shape here and choose a stroke of none, and then this shape here and choose a stroke of none. Okay? Now that I've got this ear done, I can select the whole thing. I can go to Object, Group, and now it's a group. Okay? Let me put it back. I can make a duplicate of this simply by being on the selection, the black arrow, hold down the Alt key, I get the double-headed arrow, and I can drag a duplicate out. Okay? And now that I have that duplicate, I can put it into position and then reach outside of it, and you'll see a double-headed arrow right there. On any of the corners, you'll see a double-headed arrow, and I can rotate it. Okay? So you're going to do the same with most of the parts of the head. This was done with the pen tool. These are just open paths. Okay? And then, you know, I showed you examples of how I made, these are just pen tool shapes. All of the rest of the body are pen tool shapes. So these are actually ovals that I just rotated. I made the oval. Okay, and then I don't have the right fill or stroke in here, but just so you know, I just made an oval and then I rotated. That's all I did. Okay. The arms and the body I did with the pen tool. So I just created these shapes. Again, I've got a fill color going on in here. I don't want that. Let me just close the shape and let me just choose a fill of none. And just for now, I'll put a stroke in there. So let me just go over here and put a black stroke on there. I couldn't see it up here because I'm actually on the pen tool, so I just was unable to change the stroke here, so I went into the color picker and changed it there. Okay, then I fine-tuned this with my direct selection tool, that white arrow. So this is, you know, going to take a little bit of time, all these other parts. I did the same with the bear paw, okay, both of the bear paws. Okay, hopefully this will help you get started on creating your bear.